Hey guys! How's everyone doing? So, while we all patiently wait for the Saw EP to finally drop, we thought we'd share some thoughts about Pablo, Ken, and Josh's reflections. These last three videos hit differently, but at the same time they also sort of carry similar threads of emotion. You know what I mean? Josh's revelation especially gave us goosebumps. And yeah, this time teaser has been nothing short of an emotional roller coaster. So let's start with Pablo. I can't even begin to imagine how incredibly frightening that experience was for him. Performers often have to put on this, a brave face, right? And give it their all, even when their hearts are heavy. And Pablo's strength during that moment when he found out about his mom, that deserves all the respect in the world. And if you've seen the documentary, there's a part where Pablo had a panic attack while he was performing. And yeah, after hearing his story, it all clicks. Imagine the trauma, constantly fearing something, bad might happen again, especially when they're overseas and can't rush home. Every time he steps on stage, that fear probably creeps in. And maybe that's why, during big shows like the Kickoff or Homecoming, having his mom in the crowd brings him some peace. Knowing she's there and safe lets him fully immerse in the moment. Just perform with joy. What hits even harder is that his message mirrors what Justin and Stell shared too. That desire to share these milestones with the people they love and make sure their families are right there with them, to enjoy the fruits of all their hard work. It's a beautiful, mutual kind of support, one that reminds us what really matters after the show is over. Then we have Ken, who gave us just a brief glimpse into what his life is like now, right? The glitz, the glamour, the rock star vibe, and some people even commented that his reflection felt more like showing off, especially compared to the more emotionally heavy stories from the other members. And sure, yes, at first glance, it might come off that way, but if you take a step back, right, and really try to understand, there's more depth to what Ken shared. Ken has always been close to his grandmother. Even as a high schooler, he mentioned still sleeping beside his grandparents. So now, even with a flourishing career, the ability to buy what he wants, and the chance to perform in front of thousands, he still comes home alone. And that's a powerful contrast, because no matter how many of your wants are fulfilled, the needs, like love, presence, and family connection, are irreplaceable. And of course, we don't know how much his relationship with his family has changed over the years, right? But we do know his parents are overseas and his grandmother is no longer with us. And while we're certain Ken is incredibly grateful for the life he has now, we also believe that if he could trade it all and go back to zero, just to have his grandmother back or to be with his family more often, that he would probably do it in a heartbeat. Lastly, there's Josh. And wow, you guys, this one is just, okay, wait. So, first of all, what an amazing man he's become. His story might be one of the hardest to hear, simply because of how difficult it must have been to live through. It's not easy to survive what he went through, you know what I mean? Let alone grow into the kind, grounded, thoughtful person he is today. And his story really reminds us that SB19 wasn't just formed by chance, it was fate. And we're especially grateful that Josh and Stell crossed paths. You can tell from the way Josh speaks that he's very mindful, choosing his words carefully, but you can also hear the strength in his voice. He's someone who's been through a lot and has come out the other side. And while we all kind of knew that the missing piece in his life was his father, hearing him talk about it was still such a gut punch. It was powerful. We don't really need to know the full details of what happened when they met, and honestly, we shouldn't. It's his life, and he deserves that privacy. But whatever it was, we hope it gave him closure, that some long unanswered questions have now been resolved, and most importantly, that a part of him can now begin to heal. What these three shared with us, these deeply personal pieces of their lives, only give us more reasons to support them if we even needed more. And SB19 isn't just an incredible group because of their talent, which is undeniable, but also because of who they are as people. We truly hope we get to hear more from them for many years to come. And as fans, we've done our best to give them the space and privacy they deserve. That's something we really appreciate about the 18 fandom. We know when to celebrate and when to quietly support from afar. And sincerely, we hope they still get to enjoy quiet moments with their loved ones amidst all the noise. And we hope we still get more years of SB19 because, wow, truthfully, we don't know what time has in store for any of us. Not next year, not even tomorrow. But right now, we're just grateful we're here. Grateful we get to witness this era, and even more grateful for the friendships we've made along the way because of SB19. Thank you again for being here with us. We're excited to welcome Saw together, and we can't wait to share more of our thoughts with you in the next chapter. Saw Era, here we come!